What the actual fuck is going on with PlayStation? Bluepoint Games has just been shut down. This is the studio that rebuilt Demon's Souls to be one of the most technically and visually impressive remakes that launched with the PS5 and is still considered to be one of the best looking games on the system. A studio that was acquired to be the remake studio of PlayStation first party, and it's been completely wiped out. Roughly 70 people are losing their jobs because of what Sony is calling a recent business review. And this isn't just some struggling, unproven team. Bluepoint was one of the most technically reliable studios in PlayStation's entire portfolio. Founded in 2006, masters of high-end remakes, the people you called when you wanted a prestige, polished, and zero-nonsense build. And they've been doing it for years, with success after success. And it wasn't until after the release of Demon's Souls that they became a first-party studio within PlayStation. And instead of letting them continue doing what they were world-class at, they pivoted them towards a live service God of War game that literally nobody wanted. And then they went to cancel that very game. So instead of allowing them to focus on things that they're actually good at, you wasted their time and now you fucking killed them. This isn't just another round of layoffs. This is PlayStation closing one of its most respected internal teams after a failed live service gamble. So I say again, what the fuck is going on with PlayStation, man? Because between canceled projects, shut down studios, and the never-ending drive to find a live service masterpiece that seems to not exist, it really feels like PlayStation has lost its way. Now, I just made another video about PlayStation because there was rumors that the PlayStation 6 has been pushed off its close release date and potentially not coming out until 2028 or 2029 due to the global RAM shortage and GPU issues and everything going on with fucking AI garbage. And I said that's a good thing because it feels like the PlayStation 5 generation has barely even started. And this is part of that. When you have all of your excellent first-party teams working on live service garbage, things that they're not known for, because these teams were built and brought in to PlayStation first party to craft excellent single-player experiences, games that latch into your frickin' soul and they don't let go. And these studios are masters at making these games. And then for some reason, you decide to take them all off of these projects and force them to make multiplayer games in the hopes that they'll be able to produce something like Fortnite so that you can have an ever-churning money machine at the heart of PlayStation. I understand that's something that you want. You want those profits. You want to have the never-ending cycle of money. It's a lot easier to make money on a game like Roblox than it is on a game like The Last of Us, right? Especially when you got ballooning budgets of over $300 million to make Spider-Man 2. So of course you're looking for an opportunity to reclaim that money, and the easiest way to do it is with multiplayer. And yet when you have surefire wins with multiplayer, like the Spider-Man multiplayer game that was developed by Insomniac, you cancel it. The Last of Us multiplayer game developed by Naughty Dog, you cancel it. And instead you spend millions upon millions of dollars developing fucking Concord, bland, boring garbage. And then you cancel it and you kill the studio. Fair games. Nobody fucking cares. But that's not canceled, but instead, you kill Bluepoint. Media Molecule hasn't put out a goddamn game in who knows how long, and their most recent project, Dreams, is essentially a disaster. And yet, where's the cancellation for them? Why are they allowed to continue on? Is it because they won a BAFTA? Who gives a fuck? Most of the people who are part of those big projects who actually won that award are no longer there. Sony Bend. They made Days Gone, which wasn't a bad game, it just launched in kind of a not great state, and instead of allowing them to make Days Gone 2, you make them make a multiplayer game that you then cancel. And now what are they doing? Nobody fucking knows. Are they making a new siphon filter? Or are they going to be shut down as well? And then you spend billions of dollars acquiring Bungie, when at the time they are at their absolute lowest, and you overpaid like fucking crazy. You got Destiny that nobody gives a shit about anymore. Sure, Marathon looks great, and I have high hopes for Marathon, and I think they're really gonna pull it together. And this might be the live service game that PlayStation really wants, and I hope they succeed with it. But if you bought Bungie for this live service push, what the fuck were you doing with everybody else? PlayStation has been in a perfect opportunity to chase single-player experiences that the players have been waiting for because Xbox has been so goddamn good at fucking up its games that you've been given a perfect head start. Everybody on Xbox is converting to PlayStation because they want those games. Because Xbox can't seem to pull it together, but now it seems like PlayStation can't either. Because it's been mistake after mistake from PlayStation leadership, especially Herman Hulst, especially Jim Ryan, and you got these two fuckers who are just ruining the brand. And I know Jim Ryan's gone, but maybe it's time that Herman Hulst is gone too. Because do we need another goddamn Horizon game? I don't think so, man. I don't think anybody fucking thinks so. Aloy is a bland character, she sucks. The world of Horizon is cool, the game itself is pretty damn cool. It's an 8 out of 10, which means it's a great game, but it's not the best game ever. But PlayStation and Herman Hulst seems to think it's the game that appeals to everybody, and it should be the game of PlayStation. Meanwhile, you have Uncharted. Where the fuck is that? Sly Cooper, bring it back. The Last of Us. I get that maybe they're doing something, but Naughty Dog has taken a really long time to do anything. Cory Barlog has been taking a really long fucking time to do anything at Sony Santa Monica. You have PlayStation first-party studios that have been working on games in secret that nobody knows about, and now we're led to believe that maybe these are going to be good single-player experiences when it seems highly unlikely because all you care about is multiplayer live service. Bluepoint could have been making excellent remakes of Uncharted, Killzone, Jak and Daxter, Infamous. These are classic IPs that you could have brought back with Bluepoint. You could have done a joint deal with FromSoft and made Bloodborne 2 or a Bloodborne remake and given people what they really wanted, had a surefire hit on your hands. But instead you said make a God of War live service game. Yeah, just make God of War multiplayer. Yeah, that's what everybody wants. What are you, a fucking idiot, man? You think just slapping a popular character onto a live service piece of crap is gonna make it sell a bazillion copies? People don't care about that anymore. This isn't 10 years ago. People are a lot more picky and a lot more angry now about every goddamn game than they used to be. People hate everything now. They hate everything. And you think that just by putting a dash of God of War on some live service garbage that people would just eat it up? You're fucking stupid, man. This is unbelievable. This is one of the best studios at PlayStation, and you're just shutting them down instead of allowing them to have the time to develop something actually good. You have so many potential remakes on your hands where they could have given you something excellent, and you just completely let it go. It's crazy. Horizon Hunter's Gathering? That's your big game? That's the game that you think is gonna pull it together? But you cancel Bluepoint. This has been the worst era of PlayStation. I hate to say it. I know there's great games to play on PlayStation 5. I know that there's great first-party games coming out. But the absolute amount of time that you wasted chasing garbage that nobody fucking wants is unforgivable. It's crazy. There was so much potential and so much opportunity to have a slate of unbelievably good 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10 PlayStation first-party exclusives, with stories that blew you away, with characters that you remember forever, with experiences that matter. And instead, you chased bullshit, man. And look at where it got you. If Media Molecule doesn't shut down by the end of this year, and Bend, I don't want them to shut down. Let me make that very clear. I don't want any studio to shut down. These people don't deserve to lose their jobs. Bluepoint especially doesn't deserve to lose their jobs. Herman Hulst deserves to lose his job for this garbage decision making. Let me read you his fucking stupid thing. Hello everyone, I wanted to share an important update from the studio business. As I mentioned in the December town hall, 2025 had some strong highlights within PlayStation Studios. Ghosts of Yote launched to critical and commercial success, Death Stranding 2 on the Beach further showcased our commitment to narrative excellence, and Helldivers 2 and MLB The Show continue to drive ongoing player engagement and revenue. At the same time, we're operating in an increasingly challenging industry environment. Rising development costs, slowed industry growth, changing player behavior, fuck you, and broader economic headwinds are making it harder to build games sustainably. To navigate this reality, we need to continue adapting and evolving. We've taken a close look at our business to ensure we're delivering today while still well-positioned for the future. As a result, we will be closing Bluepoint Games in March. Kill yourself? This decision was not made lightly. Bluepoint is an incredibly talented team, and their technical expertise has delivered exceptional experiences for the PlayStation community. I want to thank everyone at Bluepoint for their creativity, craftsmanship, and commitment to quality. Where possible, we will work to find opportunities for some impacted employees within our global network of studios. While I know this is hard news to hear, I'm confident in the direction we're headed. Listen, Herman Hulst, you fucked up, man. You fucked up good. This is crazy. Rising development costs exist, but they're your fault. Slowed industry growth is bullshit because PlayStation has pulled in record numbers. Changing player behavior is because players don't want to play your fucking garbage anymore, man, and we want great games. And now we're not afraid to demand great games from people, and we won't just accept whatever you hand out to us. And broader economic headwinds? Yeah, the world's a fucking mess right now. That's just what it is. Everybody else has to figure it out, so why can't you? And to navigate this reality, you want to adapt and evolve? Maybe remove yourself from the company. Put somebody in charge who actually gives a shit. Bring Shuhei Yoshida back. Bring Sean Layden back. Bring people that care about PlayStation experiences and give us the PlayStation experiences that we've been expecting. You want PlayStation 5 to succeed? You want people to have a reason to get a PS6? Make goddamn good games. This is bullshit.